To first, gets through, base hit.
Into center field.
Second, a run will
Unbelievable.
score. Base hit down the right field line.
Can you believe that?
Put it in the books.
There it is.
Strike three for the first time in program history.
Well, I always loved baseball, so I always wanted to get better, wanted to play. And my freshman year, when I started off not playing right away, it kind of like pissed me off, wanted to get on the field because it's boring sitting on the bench. My sophomore year, for instance, we had a very young team and a lot of freshmen playing, so they got very nervous when they were playing late in games. And I feel like that was like one of the main reasons why we blew. I think that did shape us because the next year, my junior year, or last year, the first weekend when we went down to Virginia and we beat Virginia Wesleyan, just because once we won that game and held on to the lead, we kind of knew we could do it now. The seniors been here since I've been a freshman. They really wanted just to make the playoffs. That was our main goal. Obviously, we want to win it all, but we just never been to the playoffs the first 2 years. Once we got there, we knew anything could happen. We just grinded every game, just trying to make the dreams come true. I think once we beat Cortland here, we played them tough the first game, I remember. We just lost, and then the third game when we beat them, I knew, and most of our team knew, we could win the whole thing. And then going at Cortland, like, we lost the first game against them, I think, in like the winner's bracket. I think the next day we were just like, so what in a sense. So we just went out there, played our game, and once we beat them the first game in the SUNYAC championship, they were so dead, you could just feel it that we were gonna win the second game no matter what.
There it is.
Strike three for the first time in program history. New Paltz is the SUNYAC baseball champion.
Yeah, it was an insane moment. I was like at shortstop, Mike Ascanio struck him out, and everyone was getting a little nervous though, just because it was like bases loaded. We were up 4, like they were coming back slowly, so it was a little nerve-wracking. But once I believed in Mike, and once he like struck him out, just everyone dogpiled, rushed right to him. It was insane. It was like a great high. Yeah, they're at every game. Mainly my dad. I started like straight when I was young. My dad's always been a big Yankee fan, and kind of just put me on. I always played wiffle ball with him in backyard, and signed up for Little League, all that, and just loved it ever since. He would always be at the games, so it'd always be like fun to see him, like supporting me. We always go to Yankee games, so it was always fun, good bond together. I think I was just always really good at it at a young age, and I was always small as a kid, so it was easier than like most contact sports. So a lot of coaches for like D3 contacted me. I mainly stayed in like the SUNY schools trying to reach out. Oswego was a big one trying to get me. Where New Paltz, like I kind of just had a shot to play right away. I kind of started off slow. I eventually took over, and ever since then I just felt so confident in myself to play and excel. New Paltz never had like the greatest like rap around baseball. We were always fighting for the 4 seed, I remember. My friend at Oswego was telling me. So it was kind of insane that we just like weren't making the playoffs, and then just all of a sudden randomly just win the SUNYAC championships. It definitely will, just because we were the first SUNYAC winners for baseball. And also just like we went from the bottom and straight to the top, like no middle ground. Like it was literally insane. Now we're like, I'm not gonna say top dog, but we gotta act that way since we just came back and won it, so we gotta try to do it again. The main thing was just the SUNYAC championship. That was like the main goal. I never really thought about like the MVP. I honestly didn't even know if I was gonna get it. It feels amazing. Once you know like the team is behind you no matter what, if you make a bad play, strike out, they just love you. So it's so much easier. It's less nerve-wracking. I just like put so much time and effort, and I was very grateful and thankful. And I feel like it was more of a team award because they helped me throughout. It was nice to get all the All-Americans, all regions, all that. It was just an insane year again, and hopefully we continue it this year.